Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your monthly reading for June 2024. This is for Pisces and Pisces rising, and we're going to jump right into it, Pisces. What a loaded month. What a huge month. There's a lot of changes happening for you. I'm still even thinking about that full moon in Sagittarius that we had in your 10th house of career. That could really, and then a lot of the energies at the end of May are spilling over into June. So you're still going to start feeling these changes. A lot of this burst of intuition, spiritual awakening. I love all this for you. Now, this month is definitely going to be very social for you, okay? And there's going to be a major emphasis on home and family. And and I'll explain why. But first is like we have all these planets in Gemini, right? And of course, I'm going to break it all down. But we have Venus, the Sun, and Jupiter all, in Gemini as we kick off the month. And so that is very conversational. That's very communication focused. That's being very social. You could be having a lot of conversations right now. Gemini's even just, being very curious, open-minded, even flirty if you're single, even if you're in a relationship, just feeling, that feel-good energy. It's something that is going to definitely have a big, let's just say there's going to be a lot of energy in terms of home and family, parents, children, because Gemini does rule your fourth house of home, your domestic sector, okay? So you could be having conversations about moving in with someone, buying property, having children. There's a lot happening for you, but really thinking about your path forward, okay? Remember, Gemini's, a very intellectual side, really, thinking, processing, what's going to make sense for me, even in unconventional ways, okay? You really could be like the, young Sheldon, tapping into your young Sheldon this month, older Sheldon, whatever Sheldon you want. But everything in the first half of the month is saying have fun, okay? Be social, have fun, go out there, have housewarming parties, have, dinner parties at your home. There's going to be a lot of emphasis there, but just home and it is just going to be definitely highlighted for you. But definitely feel this shift that encourages you to be social. And when I say social, it's not, restricted to home. It can be career matters for you as well. It can be money matters for you as well. Have these conversations, build bonds and bridges and whatnot. But you see the first week of June is absolutely bonkers. Remember I said the end of May, all those Pluto trines spilling over. Now we see that we've got 3 Pluto trines. We have Jupiter, we have Mercury, and the new moon is going to trine Pluto. The Pluto trines, like you're definitely going to feel for like the first 11 days, okay? But these are, and you can see the blue asterisks here. These are the best days of the month, the ones in circle. Not only the 2 best days of the month, but 2 of the best days of 2024. So take advantage of this. This is something where you could be signing contracts around this time. There's definitely some important conversations that you may have and that you may pursue. It's all about being seen. It's all about being heard. It's all about moving the needle, all right? It's being the Reese Witherspoon of election, really making sure that you're heard, all right? Investments could also be a really big thing for you. All right. Investments could be a big thing, especially the first half of the month, and even, growing your business, growing your income, growing your brand, your profession. And I say that because Mars is still in Aries the first 8 days of June. And I know I said, you see Mars is actually moving into Taurus. That date's wrong. It'll be on the 8th. All right. So that's going to be June 8th. But in any case, you're definitely possibly in that area right now. Especially because you've had these shifts in career and money matters. You have the North Node in your second house of salary, income, as well as self-confidence, self-value, self-worth. So you are really changing, and it's really nice. Now, the first half of the month, yes, love and romance, really big here. Pluto is intimacy. Pluto is very active. Pluto's also money again. So there is a lot of potential to set you up for this long-term success that's really really, really strong right now. Now, the other thing is Sun conjuncting Venus. That's another beautiful, beautiful aspect. I absolutely love it. And again, something could have to do with your domestic sector around this time, because remember, it is happening in Gemini, and you see on the same day, Mercury's conjuncting Jupiter the same day. We'll talk about it later. The new moon in Gemini, we have a super stellium at that point. That's going to be on Thursday, June 6th. But if you are, and it's still conjuncting Venus and trining Pluto, by the way. This one's really big. And if you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, stick around. I pull out my cards, I break it down week by week, and I tell you all the aspects that are happening and the best days, the days for you to look out for, to really get a good insight into what you can expect. And you'll even see not everything's listed here. This is there's nearly 30 major aspects. It is a loaded month, and I really do love the weekend of the 14th to the 17th, okay? And you see it's not even listed here. That's how big this month is, Pisces. But there's going to be a big shift, all right? Starting around this time, you may start feeling this shift. We have two conjunctions. We have the Mercury Cazimi. We've got Mercury conjuncting Venus. Now, they're both happening in Cancer, so you're going to start feeling the shift into Cancer. Now, Cancer rules your fifth house of love, of relationships, of family, children. So you see what I was saying earlier, you're going to have that big overlap here in terms of home and family, and your domestic sector is going to feel really, really, really good. Okay. The other thing is, the fifth house is creativity, it's self-expression, procreation. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all are, moving because you do have a baby. Like, there's so much. Remember, Jupiter is in Gemini in your fourth house of home for an entire year until June 2025. So keep that in mind. Now, the other thing is that, and these conjunctions again are in Cancer. Cancer season, we start on June 20th. And so that's when you start feeling this big shift into your fifth house of love and pleasure and joy. And it's just so sweet. And Sun in Cancer is that really, it is all about home and family. Cancer rules the fourth house. And so it's very, home is where the heart is. It's very compassionate energy, very loving energy. It really is just, you got my back, I got you back, feeling good in that area. Very, I'll get the check kind of energy. It's like, after you, ma'am, like really, really just even passions, like it's really, really heightened, but think about that home and family aspect in your domestic sector. If you ever saw the movie Coda, it's kind of like the last scene of Coda. I really, really love this. Also, self-protective energy, security, seeking security. It is, it's going to blend really well with you, Cancer, being, your BFF, fellow water sign here. So really feminine energy, Cancer. It's, I really love this. I love this. You see a lot of big shifts happening this month, okay? June 3rd, Mercury is moving into Gemini. That would be Monday, all right? And so Mercury is in its domicile in Gemini. So Mercury does its best. Mercury feels at home in Gemini. Take advantage of the first 2 weeks. That's right. Mercury's only going to be in Gemini for 2 weeks. Take advantage. Connect with others. Communicate. Bond. Build those bridges. Build those bonds. It is going to be so important. And again, with all this Gemini energy, even if you're not being social, people are going to be in touch with you. Everyone's going to be feeling really, really social and communicative. Again, it's very highlighted. Now, remember what I said, Mars is in Aries until the 8th, all right? Mars is in Aries until the 8th. Mars is in his domicile. And you felt it all of, last month. This is in your second house of money, all right? Money, income, finances, your salary. But if you are not here for money, self-worth, self-value, the things that you value, material possessions, material goods, but even still, this is moving the needle. Mars is a rocket ship in Aries, okay? Mars is all about action, your drive, your passions, and when it moves into Taurus, so Mars is all go, 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 all right? Taurus is no. Nope. So Mars and Taurus is a slowdown. You're going to start feeling this slowdown, and you are likely going to spend some time really processing things, really thinking about things, but also really, really taking action into communication. So the reason I say that is because Mars and Taurus, remember, Taurus rules your third house of communication. So do you see how communication is so highlighted for you this month, Pisces, in a really big way? So definitely take advantage. And then the other big thing I want you to know is on the 21st, June 21st, this is going to be Friday. We have a full moon in Capricorn. It's an interesting full moon. I actually like this full moon. Mars and Venus are, like snapping their fingers toward each other at this time. And, there is something coming to completion. There is something coming to culmination, an ending, right? That's what full moons do. And they also illuminate. So keep that in mind, because this is a very, very unique full moon. This full moon in Capricorn, first of all, is in your 11th house of your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. There could be an ending here, a turning point here, or even a graduation, like an ascension, like one phase of something ending for something to begin. The 11th house is your hopes and wishes and dreams, okay? Now, the reason why this full moon is so unique is because it's happening at 1 degree, all right? Very, very early, all right? And so, therefore, the full moon in July is also in Capricorn. That's happening at 29 degrees. So we have 2 Capricorn full moons back to back. Okay, we have 2 Capricorn full moons back to back. So this full moon that's happening in June 21st is only part 1 of something ending in your life. And then we have that full moon in July. We will talk about this later. And the one in July is at 29 degrees. I mean, that's full stop there. That's full stop. So keep that in mind. And then the other thing that's happening this month that I really want you to pay attention to is Saturn. Saturn will be going retrograde at the end of the month. Okay, so the second outer planet going retrograde. And they all happen every year. Okay, they happen every year. And what this is doing, it's giving you this chance. Saturn is in your sign, Pisces, right? It's been in your sign for a while. And so this is giving you that chance to really take a step back and reflect and reassess and rethink a lot of things that are, the structure in your life. Thinking about things, but with a karmic lens, because Saturn rules karma, right? So this is when you may ask yourself, what are some of the life lessons I've learned so far? And, what are the changes and shifts that I should make? And, this is going to be really nice. It's kind of like just a little bit of that like relief when Saturn goes retrograde, but it is going to be a lot of reflection. And then remember, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So that's in your 12th house. You rule the 12th house. So Saturn in your first house, Pluto in Aquarius in your 12th house. Wow. You are definitely going to do a lot of deep introspection. You are possibly going to do a lot of, shadow work. You're probably even going to do a lot of intuitive work and, become stronger intuitively. This is going to be something that we'll talk about more in the weekly readings. I'm flipping this around because you see we have a lot more great dates at the end of the month. Now, one thing that I do want to bring to your attention is mid-month, between June 6th to the 16th, we have some squares, okay? Not only some, we got several, all right? We got 7 squares, meaning it's several squares. Does anybody get that reference? Anybody watching Survivor this season? It's several squares. Anyway, 7. 7 squares, so that's a lot in this time frame. And so it's also like a potpourri of squares because we have Saturn, we have Mercury, we have Venus, we have Neptune, we have Pluto. There's so many different squares and they all have a different flavor to it, okay? Now, squares can be challenging, but they're, this month, I want you to see it as pushing you, okay? Just think of Tina Fey in Mean Girls, right? The original. I'm a pusher. I'm a pusher. These planets are pushing you to grow, to expand, to thrive, to be the best version of yourself. So it really is just like, wow, doing that, feeling that charge when something is giving you that squeeze. All right. So it will feel like, possibly like you're walking on like a wobbly bridge around this time. But to be honest, the bridge is like 5 feet off the ground. Okay. Some of these squares are definitely going to have a bigger impact on you than other signs because they are Saturn and they are Neptune and they're both in your sign. All right. So, but again, this is all about you. This is all about you. And so this is a time for you to take charge and to really, really have that moment of breaking free. Okay. Breaking free and moving along on your path of enlightenment and saying, okay, not those are something I'm learning. And I'm becoming this better version of myself. The biggest one, by the way, the biggest square that's going to be happening isn't even yours in your sign, but it's Mars squaring Pluto. It's going to happen June 11th. So if you want to mark that in your date, Mars squaring Pluto, those are two powerful planets. This is like true come at me, bro energy. Okay. This is where, you just want to be mindful this day. Again, this could be something that has to do with something you may need to communicate that is really deeply, in your subconscious, right? Because Mars at this point is in Taurus in your third house, communication. Pluto in Aquarius in your 12th house, your subconscious, hidden. There could be also news that you hear around this time where people are trying to, you could hear some news around this time that, really resonate, but also people could be, Pluto is like the authority and, that ego and like power trippy. So people could be trying to be weird around you in a conversation. Just be cool. Just mark this in your day. This is one of those days where just like karma work is magic. You're going to be, you're going to smile. You're going to grin and bear it. The other thing is we do have from June 3rd to the 16th, we have all these planets in Gemini. It's going to be really, really, really nice. And then remember Jupiter is freshly in Gemini as of, last month. This is Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and Jupiter. And if you want to throw in the new moon, all in Gemini, but that's June 3rd to the 16th. It's got to feel like Coachella, weekend one. All right. Remember that social aspect. But if you do want to know more about Jupiter in Gemini, I talk a lot more about it for you and what that means for you in your last week's reading. So if you want to check that out, but let's get started, Pisces. What a loaded month. Again, if you are new to my channel, I will break it down. I will tell you, go deeper into these aspects that are happening, even the ones that I haven't even mentioned yet. There's so much happening, especially again with planets that are in your sign. So let's do it, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you for Pisces, Pisces rising, Pisces moon. Let's see what's going on for you for June 2024. All right, Pisces. All right, so I do a traditional culture cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will, Pisces. We will. Secondly, Pisces, I hope y'all are really well. I'm very excited for you. I've got so many Pisces friends. I'm excited about like the changes that they're, even just thinking about, like for the first time in 10 years, like I can start my own business. I have the knowledge. Like it's so nice. It's so refreshing. Pisces. Okay, so wow, yeah, you are definitely going to be in your head there, but you're going to come out on top. You're going to be really great here. There is a lot that you are definitely going to be pursuing to be emotionally in a place where you just feel really good. All right, let's get started. You got the Six of Swords here. This is really great. So you're kicking off this month in transition. All right, you are thinking new things. You are seeking the promised land. You are, your mindset is changing. Even if there's been a lot of things that have been stressful for you, a lot of activity in your, obviously your subconscious, but even that clarity, seeking that clarity, seeing the bigger picture now. This is really great. All right. The Six of Swords is actually attributed to Aquarius. So remember Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto's going to be very active. That is your 12th house. Okay. And you do rule the 12th house. And so hidden things, your subconscious, intuition, spirituality, healing. This is all happening now. Now, you did get the Five of Wands in the heart of your spread. And so this is a challenge card. It's a conflict card, but it is the least challenging of the conflict cards. It's kids swinging their wands in the air. So this month, there may be some things happening that are so not worth your time. And it could be all this noise around you. So don't get involved in that, okay? Don't get involved unless you are the peacemaker, right? And that is the thing about the Five of Wands is like, yeah, all this stuff is happening where it could be egos at play, too many cooks in the kitchen, that kind of energy. But again, kids, it's kids. And so two things here. One, be that person that rises up if should that happen, whether in the workspace, whether at home and family. Again, that's going to be a big thing for you. And let everyone get along. Let everyone see eye to eye, because there's got to be that one person that rises above, right? Even if you can overcome this, right, and work with these energies, what comes after the Five of Wands? The Six of Wands, honors, achievement, success, victory. Like it's working with those energies. Secondly, it is children, and so there is possibly like not seeing eye to eye with kids. If you have kids, remember you have a lot of home family energy that's happening. There's maybe one of your kids wants to borrow $20 million to build a time machine. I mean, y'all got to have a conversation about that. Y'all got to have a real serious conversation about that. But that is another energy that could be happening. And then there's also competition. There could be some really competitive things, all right? Really competitive things that may happening this month. And it could be even it's just, if you are seeking a new job, it's almost like, when I say competition, it is like, for instance, if you put out a resume, you're not the only person putting out that resume for that specific job. All right. So that could be something else. And so just work with those energies, because you're going to be absolutely fine. And secondly, competition. If you even think about the word competition, break it down, take it back to its etymological root, competere, right? We're going all the way back to Latin. It meant to come together. All right. So be that one. And I'll even clarify that one for you. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You do that work, and the universe will pay attention. You got the Wheel of Fortune, okay? In the heart of your spread, clarifying the Five of Wands. You're going to be absolutely fine. Pisces, this is a card of new paths opening up for you. And maybe there could be a little bit of work to get there, but you're getting there. You're getting there. You put in that work, you put in that action, like you're getting there. Wheel of Fortune, I mean, first of all, it's a 10, right? 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. This is new paths opening up for you, faded paths opening up for you. This is absolutely amazing, okay? Remember, this card is actually attributed to Jupiter, the planet of expansion and growth and abundance and good luck and prosperity. And wow, wow. This is really, truly amazing. Remember, I also said doing things like through a karmic lens this month. This card is highly associated with karma as well. So working with your karma, right? Especially with that Five of Wands. Now, you do have the Nine of Swords in your challenge area. The bigger energy that's coming through is that it seems like there is someone in your life where they could be in a place where they're, possibly, a lot's going on in their mind. A lot's going on in their mind, and they may be in a place where they may be overanalyzing things, overthinking things. It could be something where you maybe have to be that person for them to remember all that Cancerian energy is that nurturing and that loving. Like, you may have to be that person to, really, uplift them, take them to the carnival, go you sit by the beach, you have a Diet Coke, things like that. And if it is, well, looking at this entire spread here, if it is you, if it feels like it's you that may be in a place where you're like, oh, there's just so much going on. There's so much going on, especially with that Five of Wands energy. Then remember, take that time to really explore these things, okay? If there is any challenges, don't just like push it to the side. These squares are going to ask you to really work with those energies, okay? And you can do it. You're going to be fine. Now, the last message that's coming through is that there could be, I think I said this earlier, there could be someone that tries to make you feel in a place where it's like a power trippy thing for them. Don't let him. Don't let them, be the proud Pisces that you are. You got this. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you also have the Seven of Pentacles in your crown. Yeah, is this a month where you may be thinking about making this big shift in your life, especially when it comes to investments, right? And when I say investments, yeah, money. There could be something with money, or your job or your income, where you may be pausing to think this month. All right, remember, Saturn going retrograde. Saturn is in your sign. There are a lot of Saturn squares that are going to like squeeze. They're going to push you to, really, really thrive. All right. Now, this is definitely going to be something on your mind. All right. Now, when I say money, yeah, remember you have your North Node there in your second house of money, salary, income. Pluto is money as well. All right. So other people's money as well. But what's really happening here is when I say investments, what have you invested in? Okay. Up until this point that you may want to take a pause and think about. I'm not saying end it. I'm not saying, quit anything or whatever. I'm just saying take that pause to think about it. Okay, that's all you need to do. You got the Hermit too. Okay, so when I say take that pause. All right. The Hermit, this is really great. This is having that deep soul searching, which you're clearly going to do with Pluto being very active in your 12th house. You remember what I said, subconscious, intuition as well. Even self-sabotage energy lives in the 12th house. So if you feel that you could have that clarity this month of something that you may be doing that you're like, okay, I just don't like this part of me. I'm going to, all right. And remember, that may be something that happens here. And once you do, all these beautiful new paths open up for you. And so take that time out to do that, like really, that deep reflection. It's going to bring out all this wisdom in you. Now, the thing that I really love about what's happening here is you have the Knight of Cups in your future. And so, hello, this is really big. Okay. This is you being emotionally fulfilled. And, this knight is very patient. He's very romantic. He's a knight in shining armor. He's very into the arts. He's very dreamy. He's Pisces, okay? You even see the fish in his armor. All right, so really, really nice. It's, again, like I said, it's almost like you being in this place where you do feel empowered, you feel, comfortable in your skin, and you are going to be so emotionally fulfilled. That's what the Knight of Cups wants. All he wants to do, you see him extending the cup. He definitely wants to share it with someone else. And it's very possible here that you are going to form this partnership or feel this love in partnership or find new love, find new career. And it doesn't, again, it's cups are love, emotions, but also feelings and, intuition. So it could even be a business partner. It's whatever is resonating with you. But the reason I bring up partner is because you do have, the Hermit in the Ritter spread. The Hermit is attributed to Virgo. Virgo does rule your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And the other really fun thing that, just to let you know way in advance, the North Node and the South Node are both moving into Virgo and your sign next year. Now, this is really great. Just continue to pursue the things that are making you emotionally fulfilled. A lot of passion, a lot of compassion, a lot of creativity, a lot of imagination that exists with the Knight of Cups here. So I absolutely love this for you. You're moving in the right direction. New doors are opening up for you, new paths. But remember, you got to take that action and communicate. It's a big month to communicate. Okay. Now let's get to your stuff. Oh, Pisces, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. I want to hear it. I want to hear what's going on. Again, I just love what's happening with the Pisces I know in my life. So, okay. And I love y'all. All right. So yeah, you're going to be good. You're going to be absolutely fine. I drifted for a second, didn't I? Wow. But yeah, you are, wow. So can I just tell you something? Everything in your spread is saying new. There are new things you're going to pursue. There are new things that are going to happen for you. There are new doors that will open for you. Take that action, okay? But, in a sense, with the Wheel of Fortune here, remember that's faded, okay? There's a lot of, and it's also faith, having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe, but there's likely doors that are just going to open for you. But definitely take that action because you want to be part of your story, right? You want to be, your own creator. You want to create your realities. Now, can I just point something out here? You've got the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 3, 3, 3. 3 is growth, advancement, maturation, development, but also the birth of new things. 3 is also creation, okay? You need creation to learn, to grow, to advance. This is absolutely rare. This is really amazing. This is really, really nice. Oh my diddly days. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles, yeah, that's what you want. You want to be social. You want to, and when I say social, work with others. This is all about working with others. You want to communicate with others. This is bonding with others at its core, but it's teamwork, making the dream work. A lot of things, maybe new projects you're working on. There could be, and when I say that, it can be career, it can be family, it can be with friends, whatever it is, other people are involved, okay? Even people you don't know. I mean, that is something that you could be manifesting now. Let's say you are, for instance, looking for a house. I mean, that would be working with realtors. If you are writing a book, that would be, working with editors and agents. So do you know what I mean? Like that is something that you may really think seriously about this month, and it is something that you possibly will be really considering this month, but continue to move in that direction. That social aspect is going to be very beneficial for you. And then there you go, you got the Three of Cups. So wow, you've got a squad, you got some people in your life this month that it's going to be really nice to see them and to, you know, even just celebrate life with them. But this is a card of huge celebration. All right, coming after the Knight of Cups. Wow, that's really special. All right, so very special. This is you know, even like birth of ideas. When you know, think about when you do get with friends or with other people and you do have conversations, like ideas form. Okay, so remember that creative aspect is going to be also really highlighted for you, doubly so because this card is actually a Cancer card. Remember that shift mid-month when we move into Cancer season, okay, in your fifth house of, you know, not only love and romance, which is what we're seeing here, okay, but also creativity, self-expression as well. So very nice, and just love and joy, and it's just gonna feel really nice. You do have the Four of Cups here. You know, where it is in your spread is really just saying that, you know, you don't want to be in a place where it's almost like you are understanding that, you know, you're being filled with gratitude this month, and the last thing that you want is to not feel that energy with the Four of Cups, like where it falls in your staff here. Okay, so very interesting, because it looks like there may be something where the one thing that I would just say is like, don't remember that self-sabotage energy that I said that lives in the 12th house, okay? And I'm not saying that any of y'all are going to do it, but if you feel that you may be doing it, just recognize it. But there could be this one, the only thing that could happen this month with the Four of Cups where it sits is like, kind of like refusing something before it even happens, right? So put your energy out there, open up your heart. You see his hands are crossed, his arms are crossed, he's crossing off his heart. So, but it is just saying there's this big hope that you just don't want to, you know, feel that way, and you don't want to do that. Now, lastly, Three of Wands in your final outcome. There you go. You're good to go. New things. This is someone that is, you know, I say it's the green light card. This is go. Go out there. Go mingle. Go explore the world. Go export, import. Go travel. Travel's a big thing here. All right. And a lot of y'all actually maybe actually. But even still, this is, you know, it's all sky here. It's all sky. You know what they say? The sky's the limit. This is, again, another three. I mean, there is just a lot of new things that are going to happen for you, and it is also like this big celebration of something happening. And yes, definitely something you could be celebrating, and it can be with family. Like I said, there's so much emphasis on that area of your life, okay? And even like, you know, we live in a generation where family, you know, means a lot of other things, okay? So it could be your squad as well, but there is definitely something to celebrate for sure. And I mean, it is three sisters here, so it could be family, but it could be like your family. Now, Three of Wands, this is also saying there is something that is going to, you know, inspire you to go out there and to start new things, and to do a lot of self-discovery in the meantime as well. All right, so you're good. You're absolutely good. Just be mindful of the five. But remember, you have, and this is where, okay, we're going to break it down now. Okay. And this is when I'll tell you this, you know, the squares that are happening. But, you know, the first week of June, we kick it off on June 2nd. That is going to be on Sunday, with Jupiter trine Pluto, the major aspect that's happening here. This is really nice. This is, you know, Jupiter, like I said, expansion, growth, also faith, belief, wisdom, prosperity, good luck, good fortune. Trining Pluto, a very powerful planet, empowerment here, all right? It is a money day, too. It's a big money day. This is like jackpot energy, but, and one of the best days of the year, of the entire year of 2024. And remember, these Pluto trines, you feel, this is just the peak of the aspect. You feel it throughout, you know, up until, you know, I would even say like, you know, 2 weeks after this, but because we also have a couple other trines, so really nice. You know, Jupiter is is very special to you, Pisces. Jupiter's very special to you, so you know that. All right. Fourth house again, so there could also be something here with home matters and your domestic sector. Mercury will sextile Neptune this same day. day. Very nice. Neptune is in your sign. We'll talk about that more in the weekly reading. Mercury moves into Gemini on June 3rd. Okay, that will be that Monday. We'll talk about that more in the weekly reading. There's this great thing that's happening in the sky that day that we'll talk about next week as well. Now, on the 4th is the big day. We have Mercury conjuncting Jupiter. I would not be surprised if you do sign contracts, if you do have important conversations, if you do find growth in your business and your brand and your profession and in writing as well. Writing, learning new things, definitely a big thing here. Mercury trining Pluto that same day. Amazing, just powerful in terms of thinking things and processing things, but also communication. All right. Sun conjuncting Venus that same day. One of the best days, not only of the month, but the year. Okay. 2024, of all of 2024. This is very love is in the air energy. And this can be platonic love, unconditional love, if romantic love, whatever it resonates for you. This could be falling in love with someone else's mind. This is just really, really, really beautiful. A lot of peace here, enjoying pleasure. This is the pleasures of home and your life. And it's just really nice. And then we get to Thursday, June 6th. We have the new moon in Gemini. We have the sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, and Gemini. This superstellium of planets. Remember, Jupiter's still trining Pluto. This is really, really special. And again, set intentions with new moons. You want to set intentions. You want to put your energy out there. You want to really manifest. Okay. Now, this one is going to be really, really important because so I'll tell you now. We have a full moon, the corresponding full moon in Gemini. That's going to happen in December. Well, that full moon in Gemini will be conjuncting Jupiter. I mean, talk about the abundance and the rewards you're going to reap. I mean, just definitely please set intentions and do new things. It looks like you're going to anyway. And then on June 8th, we have Venus square Saturn. Okay, so now we've come to the first major square. We do have a square on that new moon, but it's kind of you're going to feel it more on the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. But Venus square Saturn, Mars moves into Taurus, and then the Sun square Saturn. So this is when you may start feeling like that squeeze and okay, if I don't do this now, I really need to do it. Or, what is this, structure of my life? What is, there could be something really, really testing you around this time. Okay. But remember, it's pushing you to, rise above. Okay. These squares. And remember, Saturn is in your sign. All right. So it will definitely have an impact on you. But what a week. I mean, what a loaded week. Again, we'll break it down more next week. Jupiter trining Pluto. I mean, there's a lot happening this week. All right. Let's see what's going on for you. Pisces, for the first week of June. Oh, you got the Five of Pentacles, okay? So, yeah, there is something at this point where, remember, you have the Seven of Pentacles in your crown. You've got to let something go. There's something holding you back. There's something that you may be holding yourself back from something that you need to move in this direction, this other direction, okay? There could be something, obviously, with finances. It is the Pentacles, but remember, Pentacles are your physical reality. And so it could be maybe a relationship or maybe a job or maybe a career. There's something that you have to recognize at this point, okay? Because these people are just, they're in the snow, they're shoeless, they're, focused on their plight, okay? They're focused on their plight. They can't even see that they're literally outside of church, okay? You even see the pentacle shaped as an anchor, okay? That's an anchor of hope, all right? So it's a matter of recognizing that in your life at this point. Some things that even remember, money is going to be a big thing. For the rest of it, you just have a big focus on it, all right? Salary, income, and even self-worth and self-value, even them, not, recognizing that. So this is a week to change that. All right. Make that big change and really, really, again, trusting your intuition is really going to make, all the difference here, but also communication. I really encourage you to communicate in the ways that you need to this week. Okay. Because this is, look what flipped over. So we'll use that as a clarifier. I was going to clarify that for you, but as you know, there you go. 4 of Wands. All right. So, yeah, if you do that work, look, you're going to be fine. You got the 4 of Wands, okay? You got the 3 of Wands in your final outcome. 4 of Wands here. This is a major milestone. This is having that moment of freedom and celebration. I mean, even you see the two people here. Come on, they're happy. This is the card of hurrah, the huzzah card. Okay, this is really great. This is celebration again, celebration, but hitting some milestones, something meaningful for you. Okay, and it can be anything like that's something that is big, like getting a new job or starting your own business, or maybe getting a raise or having a baby. Just whatever resonates with you. Falling in love. Okay, falling in love, getting married, getting proposed to. I mean, remember, a lot of y'all could have that happen for you now. Okay. The other thing is, because you have a lot of home related matters, now this card is very associated with home related matters. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, your domestic sector. All right, so once you move out of this, like, you got a lot to celebrate. All right, so you definitely set intentions during that new moon. You've got a lot to look forward to. And remember, Mars still in Aries that week, as with your North Node in your second house of money. Okay, so really good timing. Now, second week of June, we get to the Mars square that on June 11th. That's going to be Tuesday. Mars squaring Pluto. That's just very controlled energy. That's two very powerful planets, power trippy. But the other thing is, it could, Mars has gone into Taurus at this time, and Mars is, physical energy. So just don't do anything, avoid anything that's like overexerting. Don't overexert yourself. And the day after, Mercury will square Saturn, so be mindful about the things that you say. Again, we'll talk more about these in detail in your weekly readings, but on the 14th, just 2 days later, we have the Sun conjuncting Mercury. All right, so that's absolutely amazing. That's that, refresh, clarity, brilliant ideas that you may have around this time, which is really nice. Now, on June 16th, this is going to be Sunday, we have Venus and Mercury squaring Neptune. All right. Happy Father's Day. Venus squaring Neptune. Remember, Neptune is in your sign. All right. So this is just really, again, it's Venus and Mercury. Really, really trust your intuition more than anything, but you may feel like a shift or a pivot in terms of like your, what's ideal for you. But it's really, I always say, like, with these, like, have a foot on the ground. We'll talk about this more. This isn't like the craziest square. So it's just trust your intuition will be really, really nice for you. Now, the other thing is the moon will be in Libra all weekend, actually. And remember, Libra is Venus ruled. So there really could be something here with partnerships or even with money. There could be something here with love that's really, really, really sweet. All right. So Pisces, let's see what's going on for you for the second week of June. You're good. You got the Queen of Cups. This is absolutely amazing. Queen of Cups is it's just everything that I said, like, just that emotional, intelligence, just feeling that, divinely, like your emotions, your intuition, feelings. I mean, this is the Queen of Cups, who is Cancer, by the way. We're just about to move into Cancer season. So that nurturing energy, that self-love, okay? Love for others, expanding that love, being in touch with their superconscious. She has so much love to give. This is you could find yourself, like, your intuition really heightened around this time as well. Now, the third week of June, wow, on the 17th we kick it off. That's going to be Monday, Mercury conjuncting Venus. Wow, that's so nice. Okay. And it's happening at 0 degrees. Mercury and Venus actually both move into Cancer at this time. So this is happening in Cancer. Very compassionate, very, like, all about kindness and nurturing. Like I said, it's just that loving energy. So even Venus in Cancer, there's that softness there. It's like lying in bed with your, kids or your dog or your, lover, or, Pringles, whatever you want, whatever brings you that emotional comfort. Like, this is going to be really nice. Mercury in Cancer is very thinking with your heart. We'll talk about more in your weekly readings, or when I get to this week. And then you see how they lead into the 20th, okay? June 20th, when the sun moves into Cancer. Same day as summer, the first day of summer in the northern hemisphere, fall, winter in the southern hemisphere. But it's still really, really, it's a big time, okay? It's a really big time. It's a solstice, changing of the season, very big. Very, 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 very big new cycle happening here. And then on the 21st, we have that full moon in Capricorn. So I've already told you about that full moon in Capricorn. Just know that, there is something like structural that may change around here. And really, honestly, it could have to do with like a group you belong to, organization, a friend group, or even social media. There could be something social media wise, but Mercury will sextile Mars that day, which I really love. That's just very stepping up energy. Very, very like oh, captain, my captain. But okay, let's see what's going on for you for the third week of June. Very interesting. You got the devil. All right. So yeah, you remember I said full moons, completions, culminations, things coming to an end. There's that turning point. Well, you got the devil, which is Capricorn. All right. So this full moon in Capricorn, pay attention to. There's something that you will likely remember full moons illuminate, so you want to think about like something that is going to, you may see something that is you're like, okay, I see this now, I gotta. All right. Now, it's the devil is everything that you know that you shouldn't be doing, thinking. It is pessimistic thinking. It's vices. It's, bad behaviors. It's addictions, codependency, things like that. So there could be something around that time that you really need to address and just let it go. Make room for all this new stuff that's happening in your life. That's just really amazing. All right. So, and yeah, it can have to do with, but it is like the partnership relationship. It is, I'm going to show you something here. You see the two people here from the Lovers card, chained to the devil. Well, the chains are loose, so they can break free. So just like the Lovers card, this is a card of choice. Okay. Everything is a choice. You have that choice. All right. So this all depends on you, but recognize it. That's all I'm saying is recognize if there is anything that you may need to, you're just like, okay, I want to, because this is the devil. It's like draining energy. And you, again, want to make room for all these new wonderful things happening for you this month. Now, last week of June, Pisces, June 26th. I love this on Wednesday. Mercury trine Saturn. Again, Saturn in your sign. I would not be surprised if at this point you do sign a contract, or there is something that you're committing to that's very long standing. There's just something here that could be very, very nice for you in terms of love, getting married as well. Would not be surprised. Okay. We'll talk about this more in your weekly reading. It could be work related as well, partnering up with like there's something here for you. Okay. On the 28th, June 28th, Venus sextile Mars. You know what happens when Venus and Mars gets together. So yeah, have fun. All right. We'll talk about it in your weekly. On the 29th, June 29th, Mercury sextiling Saturn. Mercury sextiling Uranus. Same day that Saturn does go retrograde. This is very interesting. This is the only major Uranus aspect we do have this month. Just do something you've never done before. Just, be, spontaneous, impulsive, all right? Extemporaneous, whatever you want, however you want to say, but they're definitely just, I would utilize this aspect. So let's see, and it's a very harmonious aspect. Let's see what's going on for you for the fourth week of June. You're good. You got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so another card that's indicating new. A lot of new changes, a lot of new beginnings. Page of Pentacles. This is very grounding. Page of Pentacles. Pages are earthbound, so are Pentacles. There's something being rooting up for you around this time that feels really nice, and it's something that could even be a message. We have two, like Mercury sextile Uranus, and then Mercury trine Saturn. Mercury all about communications and messages. So yeah, pages are the messengers. You could be getting some message about money. You could be getting messages about, finances. Like there is something that you could also be doing, like receiving. Remember your physical reality that is going to start growing for you in terms of not only finance and money, but like abundance, like your physical world. It could be also a relationship. It's like whatever resonates with you. But this is definitely something really nice in addition to all these threes. 333. I love it. I love that for you. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Knight of Cups. You're good. You are absolutely good, but you know there will be some moments with the five of Pentacles and the five of wands, and then the devil. Just a couple things where it's just like, you know, have those moments to recognize, like, is there something that I am doing that, you know, maybe self-sabotagey, or something that I am not facing that I need to face, or, you know, maybe even like some sort of, you know, like things that are just not worth your time, right? Not worth your time, and you don't want it anyway. You want it to, right? So you're going to be great. You're going to be wonderful. Pisces, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. I love it. Okay. Okay. So thanks so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Tell me, talk to me. You know, remember, it's a communicative month. Next week, we will go deeper into all these aspects, like the new moon in Gemini, Mercury, trine Jupiter, trine, I mean, oh my goodness, so many great things. All right. Thanks so much, Pisces. I will see you next week. Bye bye.